And today it's time for the Your Life in Books tag. So basically you have to answer a lot of questions and find books that are related to your life and somehow. This tag was created by Rock and Roll Baby and I saw it on Leah's channel. So let's get started with the questions. First question is find a book for each of your initials. So my first name is Wiebke, so I found When Engulfed in Flames. And my last name is Franke, so it starts with an F. Franny and Zoe. The second question, I had to count along my bookshelf for how old I am. So I'm 38. Shh, don't tell anyone. And the 38th book on my bookshelf, I started on the adult section, was How Did You Get This Number? Not a particularly good book, but it's okay-ish. Then I had to find a book that's set in my city, country, or state, or wherever I'm living right now. And I happen to have a book that is set in Hanover, Fledermausland. And it's a okay-ish book with vampires in Hanover. Yeah. The next book is a book that represents a destination I would love to travel to, and I'm cheating a little bit because I'd love to see Victorian London. I'd just like to go there. It sounds so amazing. Pick a book with your favorite color. That's easy. I have tons of red books, but I chose the tiny book of tiny stories. The next question is a little bit difficult because which book do you have the fondest memory of is really hard to answer. I have so many good memories with all my books, or rather not so good with some of them. But there are so many books that I love to remember and I love remember reading them, and I went for a choice that made me think about things, and it's All My Friends Are Superheroes because it made me think of the little things that make people into superheroes, and I love this read. If you haven't read it, it has an ugly cover, but it's awesome. A book that I had great difficulty reading was, you all know, The God of Small Things. I just struggled through this. The next question is a tricky one because it's which book in your TBR pile will give you the biggest sense of accomplishment when you finish it. And I think all the books that are on my TBR, when I finally finish them, because there are some books quite a long time on there, I will feel good about it. But I chose two books that I probably won't finish for a long time. And the first one is The Life and Opinions of Tristram Shandy Gentleman. I actually started this. I'm like 58 pages in, and yeah, it's really difficult, but it's a classic, and I'd love to have read it at one point. And the other one is a classic too, because I'm still sure I want to finish Ulysses one day. But you see, postcard, and funnily the postcard says I'm not scared. Can you see that? I think it's a good postcard because I'm not scared of this book, but I don't know when I will finish it. Hopefully one day. And once I finish those two, I think I will feel a great sense of achievement. So those were all the questions. I would love to tag, who do I want to tag? I want to tag Sue Morrow because I think you can have good answers to these questions. Thank you all for watching, and I'll hope to have another tag up tomorrow. Bye bye.
It's a tag that basically forces you to look through your books and